Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to show you something new today. I've opened the box, the Making Plans Planner. Now this is a planner that Stampin' Up have made, and it's only available for people who join during July and August. If you are a demonstrator, you can buy it now in June in the pre-order season. If it's not June anymore and it's July, then you can't. You can only get this by joining as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So it's a nice padded, it's a magnetic closure there, a nice thick padded cover there. You've got a pocket here and some little pockets there and a big pocket there, so you can store lots in there. It's held down there on two sides, so it's not going to flap about. We've got a little ruler thing there, and you've got a big pocket here, and you've got a pen holder there. So that is the planner cover, and it's in Stampin' Up colours, and it's very pretty. Quite like it. Back matches the front, and yeah, so you get this, you get all the pages to fill it with. It's a blooming big stack. It is to see you through 18 months. Well, I say it's going to see you through 18 months. It's got, I haven't fully gone through it, but the overview sheets of the months follow 18 months. Can't find them there. So these overviews that you get follow right the way up to December 2023. So that's cool. I'm going to show you those in more detail. So it's £99 to join Stampin' Up. You choose £130 worth of products, anything that you want, from the new mini that will launch on the 1st of July, the annual catalogue, any of our kits, the clearance rack, anything. And on top of the £130 worth of products that you get this planner, the contents. You also get this stamp set, which is great for planners. I'm a little bit obsessed with planners, and I do watch planner videos. And there's lots and lots of stickers on the market, and there's lots of stencils that you can use. But it's great to have a stamp set. And I've still got the stamp set from a few years back that we had, and I love it. So those are really helpful to go with your planner. And you've got the little copyright Stampin' Up stamp in it as well, which if you make cards and sell them, then for the Stampin' Up Angel policy, that needs to go on it. So that is perfect. And you know, you don't have to buy one of the other stamp sets that are in the catalogue that have that stamp in. So it's photopolymer, which is fabulous because it means that on the pages you can perfectly, I'll pull out a page, it just says there. So you've got a page in your planner there, and you can add, you can add yourself a little to-do list. You could do a little grid. You can do block colours off. You can, you know, be writing in there your goals, your wish list and everything like that. There is more than, so we've got weekly goals there. So that could be where you might put your goals there and you tick them off. You can add other things, to-dos, notes, what have you. So I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think it's sold. I was sold on the stamp set. Never mind anything else. As a demonstrator, we could order these during the pre-order phase. And then you get 3 notebooks. And these match nicely. I use notebooks all the time. I use notebooks for writing instructions down. So if I'm planning projects, I use them for mapping out my projects. These ones are perfect for drawing projects, and also these are great. People use these in like what they called bullet journals and things. So I do love a little bit of dotty. And then we've got a lined one, which is also great. They've all got the Stampin' Up logo on the back. They're all Stampin' Up colours, and they're sort of a nice quality notebook. So let's have a look at these sheets that go in your planner. Let's pull it out now. There they go. So it's not, so you've got a load of tabs here, and you've got 12 tabs. So you haven't got the months of the year, you've got them numbered, which is helpful because it means you could start it any time. They're sort of designed for, as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, our year is split into 4 quarters, so it's sort of designed to do the 4 quarters. I've got a few duplicates here. Oh, do you know, I've just realised, because I'm a numpty, that it does do the 18 months. So you've got 1 to 12, and then I've got 2 1s. Have I got 2 2s? No, I haven't. I've just got the odd duplicate. I've got 2 6s, 2 1s. Yeah, that's all you've got, Jez. And 2 5s, and 2 4s, and 2 2s, and 2 3s. Do you know, sometimes I just sit and think, how do I get through a day? How do I actually get through a day without, I don't know, having a major disaster? Yeah, so it's an 18-month planner, so you've got 18 of these sheets. Oh, bloomin' heck. So these are all nicely laminated, well, plastic coated, they're not laminated. So they're all got they haven't all got the same design, so those are all like that and like that at the back. So each quarter's different. So the second quarters are like that, the third quarter's like that, and the final quarter is like that. So that's those. Now it's sort of designed to hold a quarter at a time, not necessarily the whole year at a time, because that is a lot thicker. And you know, it's hard to manage if it was like that. Now the thing that blew me away, that I just can't stop playing with now, is I was like, quite hard to. I find them, I've got rheumatoid arthritis, I find sometimes that's a bit hard. And then I thought, oh, what's these things? Where you press that and it opens them. How cool is that? Closing them is quite easy. But look, that opens them. That is very cool. I liked that. I thought that was brilliant. So I think it's a standard 6-hole journal. Well, planner. So, and it's sort of A5 size. It's a little bit narrower than A5. So here's a piece of our ordinary A4. So fold that in half. It is slightly taller and slightly shorter because it's this now making sense to me. Again, as I say, I don't know how I survive because my brain doesn't engage sometimes. It's half an American letter size, I would imagine. Okay, so it will fit A4, half of A5 as well. So you have got, let's have a look at our different sheets that we've got. So we've got all of these. Dun, dun, dun. So we've got these style that I assume there's 18 of those, so one in the front of each month maybe, or at the back of each month, so that you can make some plans, make a tick list, write expenses, whatever. Very useful for planners, or you could use them just as sort of notes pages. So we've got those, liking that. Decorate them with all sorts of stickers and things. Talking of stickers, let's go right to the back, because if you're into planners, you like your stickers. I like my stickers. So we've got pretty stickers with the flowers on, which match the flowers here. I'm sure they match a stamp set somewhere, but I can't think. We've got just sort of flags, arrows, things that you can write things on, and then we've got some circles. We've got plain circles, and then we've got circles with aeroplanes, coffee, stars, birthdays, camera. That'd be useful for me, sort of like filming days. We've got scissors if you're going on, you're doing some crafting. It's got $, which, you know, it is made by an American company. So they're not going to have pounds, are they, or euros? So, yep. I'm not too bothered about that, to be fair. And then, so you've got 2 sheets like that, and then you've got 2 sheets like this. So we've got, yeah, it's got vacation. We say a holiday, don't we? Oh, it's also got a holiday. There you go. Today, tomorrow, Sunday. Get it done. Do good. Take a break. So, and it's got some Stampin' Up things like the incentive trip. And so we've got order, team meeting, on tour, on stage, again, backstage. Those are Stampin' Up things. Team meeting, but I mean, we had, when I was a teacher, we had team meetings. When I was a nurse, we had team meetings. So it doesn't have to be for, you know, a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Lots of people can use these. I mean, order, as a teacher, we used to have, you know, we used to have to do orders for the classroom. So, you know, that was useful. Urgent, important. Remember, all these things are important. So, yeah, I'm quite happy. I may not use all those stickers, but I'm sure I will use some of them. Right, so then we've got a stack here that are all the same. And I say we will have 18 of these. So there. Now that reminds me of the front page that we used to have in the old planner. So this is the Stampin' Up planner from a few years back. This did have the months, so there was a bit of me that thought I could just take these months page out if I'm bothered. But there we had this front page, show you August. So it's quite similar to the front page we had there, and I added things on this that were important. So that is how I would probably, can't put this thing down now, so that would possibly go at the front of each month to write things down. They're all exactly the same, and then you've got a bit of note paging on the back. So there are, yeah, there must be 18 there. I'm not going to bore you by counting them. And then we've got monthly reviews. So again, there will be, yeah, so there will be 18 of those. So I quite like that, and I had that in the old style as well. At the end of each month, it wasn't set out like that, which I quite like that it's set out like that. But we used to have, we had a sheet like this at the end of the month, and I used to sort of plan ahead for September. This was August's. and you can see here where I've used stamps and washi tape to talk about birthdays and things coming up. I split my days up so that I could write things down, and that was my attempt at doing planning. I want to make this one a bit prettier. I've got ideas. I want to do a mixture of journal of it being a memory keeping place and an actual planner, and then that is for the last week, the last few days. So you'd have weekly goals. I think that is across your pages, so you have to write in the date, so it's not populated with a date. I quite like that, because sometimes I might not start this in July, which is what it's designed for. I might think about it a bit. So the fact that it hasn't got any dates populated on it, I think is good. And also it's good because not all months are equal. So some months, like February, is the shortest month. So you'll need more or less pages depending on where you are in the month. So then we've just got a shed loads of these, absolute shed loads of these, to take us through our days. I might do a video on setting it up, but at this point in time I just wanted to show you. So these are, you've got Monday, Thursday, one page, and then you've got your Friday, Saturday on the other. Okay, so you would then have, that would be the end of your review, and you've got your beginner sheet there. So that could be the beginning of your month. You'd maybe write some goals and things down and then start there. I'll find some more sheets now and it'll not be that at all. I haven't totally scrutinised, but that is your sheets to make up all your months. And then we've got looking ahead. How many have we got? Look, I think somebody said this, that they've only a couple of looking aheads. So we haven't got one of these for every month. So these could be at the beginning of a Stampin' Up year, maybe, or an academic year, or any time really. I plan to sort of take these ideas, and I was thinking I could make some up on my computer and print off. I've actually got a planner, digital planner that I can print off as well and use. So there's a couple of sheets on that. Some people like setting goals. I set goals and then I like to tick, and then I sometimes write things down that I've already achieved just so I can tick them. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Nice bit of chipboard there, handy for a cover. So that is, so we've got 2022, 2023 there. You often have those right at the beginning of a planner or a diary. Quite useful to have it at a glance. We've got on this sheet, this is, so these will be December of 2023 overview. So that would be at the beginning of your month. So we're working backwards there. We've got November, October, August, July. Oh, slipped in. I obviously did have a little bit of a look through here. I know some of them have got monthly focus, weekly priorities. There is obviously rhymes and reasons for the why some have got that on the back and some have got that on the back. I haven't worked it out yet. So some will go and form. So that's that side. So that's the beginning of then the month. That's this side because it's your front. It's your front. So that would be your front probably, and not that sheet that I showed right at the beginning. That's like a random sheet that could go anywhere. So that's your first sheet where you do all those things that I actually put my own titles in, but this one's got the titles for you. So it is going through, and it starts July. That's August 2022, July 2022, because it's a July and August offer. So if you joined in August, then this one might be a little bit redundant for you, but it's free. So you've got a page that's redundant, doesn't really matter that much. So that is the planner. What I might do is set up 3 months and add it to the end of this video. Okay, so I've been through and I've put 6 months worth in here. So it does hold 6 months quite comfortably. So they're that thick in there. You wouldn't be able to put a whole year in, so I haven't got a problem with that at all. I was only going to put a quarter in, so I've put the 2-year calendar there. I have put the creating purpose and looking ahead right at the front here. I mean, it might be that this is something that personally I might do at the beginning of the Stamping Up year, so I might do it later, but that's quite useful. So we've got July, August, September, October, November and December. That's what I've done. I've chosen, so I split up and put in piles all of the different sheets ready to pick from, and the diary sheets I counted 4 and then just sort of piled them, and you've got enough, you've actually got a few spare, and then I just picked from each sheet. So I've gone for this sheet to go right in the front before the monthly focus, because on the other side of the monthly focus is the first bit of the yearly overview. So so yeah, so I can sort of jot down some things that I might need to do. This is quite good for me to sort of write down what I send customer thank yous, because I often forget. I think, what did I send them last month? So quite handy to write it down there. I like having that at the front. I used that in the other one, and so that was really handy. It's quite handy to write down there things that I need, like when I've run out of glue or cardstock, white cardstock, use it so much. So that's cool to write down. Then we've got an overview of the month. I like writing something down. I like doing my blog hops, my videos, so I know what I'm filming, and then other appointments, so that I can kind of see it at a glance. I have a desk size one of these, which I use loads. So then we've got our weeks. They're not written in, you'd have to write them in. What we're doing as a teacher, each week was numbered, so that was really important. So it could be important for other jobs that you do. So that's each week of the year, and then you've got a monthly review that's behind each of the last sheet, and then there's this sheet which I thought went quite well here, and actually looking at it, that matches that quite well, and that front one matches that quite well, so maybe that was its intention. No idea really. And so that's how I've set up each of the months. So went through, didn't take me long, and they're all there ready. And I thought I might do a sort of a set it up each month ahead. And you've got this thing here. I've seen loads of videos of like setting up my July. I might do that as it's still June, and then you can move this to wherever you are in the week, so that when your planner's shut you can easily get to it, open it up, this is where we are. So so that's pretty cool. And I have one in my other diary, my other planner from whenever this was, and I thought, oh, I could have two then. It's only got the 2 holes, so I would have to punch some more holes, but that's not a problem with my crocodile. I could easily do that. So that was a thought I had. And then you might think, well, what am I going to do then with all these sheets for the other 12 months whilst I'm using this? What am I gonna do with them? Oh, and I just poked the stickers in there. They could in fact go in that back pocket, so that I've always got the stickers to hand when I need them. That might be a good place for them. Not necessarily the easiest, I'm doing an honest review, not necessarily the easiest way of getting things in and out, but you know, one thing that's good about that, whatever you put in there, it's not going to fall out, is it? So that's not necessarily a bad thing. So there we are. You could put, I don't know, when I was a teacher we used to have like a hall pass, that, you know, so if students needed to go to the photocopier or the loo, I'm not sure what you might have missed there, but I say I used to sort of like have to have certain passes to give them so that they could go out of the classroom, so that would be handy to be kept in there. I keep my business cards in there, all sorts of things. I'll fill it with rubbish. I got no problem with filling things with rubbish. So then we've got all these spare sheets. What are we gonna do with them? So I could empty this with the because it's now more or less redundant, although I'm not very good at chucking things away, and then I could use this, even though it's 2 hole, they will fit in because it will go that hole and that hole. So I'm just going to do one because it's too full, but I could stick that in there and that will hold them. So that'll be a use for this. So if you've got this old planner, you can stick it in that, no problem. Or you could stick it back in the box that it came in, which is also not a bad idea. So it comes in this big box. You could house it in that and keep that on the shelf. It's a nice sturdy box. Or you might have one of the little Memories and More folders. And again, although it's this one's full, although it's 2 rings, they will fit in. So they will all fit in there. So you've got somewhere to store. So we sell these. I tried, I've got a little A5 2-ring binder, didn't quite fit in that because the holes are in a different position. So I think this must be made for, it's a different size. So it didn't fit my, I think this might be normal A4 size. Let me just add a thought. Let me just check that. It's probably an old school one of either myself or my son's. And no, the holes are not in the right place for it, so they won't be able to get parked in one of these. This must be the same as my A5 folders. So I imagine it's because this isn't UK size. Yeah, the holes have been in different places because they're actually made for American paper. So yeah, if you want to get a file folder to park the ones that you're yet to use and then the ones you've used afterwards, then you might need one of these Memories and More folders, which they fit in no problem at all. Yeah, and you can buy these plastic wallets as well. You would have to cut holes in them though to make them fit the 5 holes. But yeah, that is something I'm considering doing. So yeah, I hope that was useful. Oh, there's me lead. And I think it's good to see these things so that you know exactly what you're getting. I love it. I hope I use it. And we were discussing in the group, who would these be useful for? And somebody said, for people who want to be organised and they buy them and then never use them. And yeah, I fall in a little bit in that category. I start with great gusto and then sort of never really use it. But I've been watching lots and lots of planner videos, so I think I'm going to use it for a little bit of a hybrid of a planner and a memory keeper. So yeah, see how I go, because I'll probably do once a month, maybe a setup video, and then maybe at the end of the month how it looks. We shall see. So yeah, hope you like that. There'll be a link down below to joining my team if you're interested in this. It's July and August, so if this is still June, because I don't know when I'm putting this up, it's not available yet. From the 1st of July to the 31st of August, that's when you can get this. Okay, bye for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be bringing you a creative video very, very soon.